I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
We back with another episode of Wrestling with My Brother.
Smackdown vs. Raw edition. It's your boy, BG.
BG Naj, a.k.a. the French Tickler, a.k.a. Mr. Suckumbopper, a.k.a. Mr. A.K.A.
Why is there a need for a new...
That's my thing. You heard afterwards it says Mr. A.K.A. That implies that I am more than one AKA. I got nicknames on the streets. I gotta change them up though, so people don't recognize me. They don't know who's where. You know what I'm saying? You keep them guessing. You gotta shake them a little bit. You don't understand that. These little light skinned boys from not Queens. Was it Queens? Yeah, you don't understand that. Anyway, we're back with another episode.
Me say Jersey.
I tried that one in there. We're back with another episode of Wrestling with My Brother anyway. So we've been gone for, I think, actually 2 weeks. We had some things going on.
It's been a week.
It's just been a week? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We just had some things going on, guys. So, unfortunately, we couldn't record last week with everything we got going on. But we're going to keep trying to spit out as many of these as possible. We're actually starting to get some gains on Twitter, which is actually pretty cool. I appreciate you guys coming through on Twitter, showing us some love. Keep showing us some love. What you don't like, what you do like. We just enjoy doing this.
You should mention our Twitter, by the way.
I'm gonna let you do that. That's your thing. You do all.
It is WWMB Podcast on the Twitter.
There you go. And I want to give a shout out to an individual that reached out. He reached out to us and he, asked us if he can come on the show. So that gentleman's name was.
Damn, you put me on the spot.
And we forgot about him already, but
I didn't forget about him. Just couldn't remember his name off the top of my head.
Couldn't remember his name off the top
I wasn't
of my
prepared
head.
for that. I wasn't prepared for you to be
I
doing plugs.
I led into you.
I was not prepared for you to be doing plugs.
Improv, baby. Improv. Keep it going. The camera's rolling.
That's not even an improv thing.
It doesn't matter. Keep it going. There is no I'm not ready. You got to keep moving.
Now, for those of you who have been watching us since, quote,
Day one
shows is H. When the hell have you seen Naj do a plug? I'm impressed.
We're grown. We're living life. We're going Lita Vida Loca, baby. We got to keep moving. Anyway, while he gets that gentleman's name, it's been a good ride. We still keep going with this, and we do this for people that still love to watch us talk shit all day and just have fun with it. So. You are slow with the thumb movement right now.
There's a lot of messages on here.
Are you serious? He's got a little baby thumb, so he's just doing this like it's a little flick.
I gotta figure out which messages is.
It's a little flick.
If you logged into the Twitter, you would know what it's like.
It's a little. I don't.
Exactly.
I don't have a Twitter account.
And you want to plug stuff.
I don't have a Twitter account.
You want to plug stuff.
I'm just saying. I was gonna shoot out to the shootout. Shout out to the gentleman who gave us some props. He gave us some respect. He gave us some love. He said he wanted to come on the show. Not like, Sean ever wants to come on the show. I hate Sean. # hate Sean, the brother stealer. We need to get that on writing here somewhere. Sean is somewhere right now, ladies and gentlemen, in his kufi at his house probably. And I can only imagine he's walking around his house talking about he's the fucking king, when Sean is not the king of not a damn thing. So, Sean, if you are watching,
that was a little racist.
I still hate you. He's from Ghana. That's not racist because he got a kufi. Sean, go to your closet right now. Pick your Thursday kufi. Walk around, and then I want you to take your hand, open it up, raise it high, and smack yourself. That's from me to you, baby. Brother and his baby thumbs. Anyway, let's kick it off right now. It's a Monday Night Raw. So, Raw started off this Monday in the most boring, and I want to say Telemundo fashion, and I'm going to tell you why. It was nothing but a damn soap opera with this whole Dean Ambrose, who I have now coined as the ridiculous goldfish.
Did you mean to say telenovela?
There you go.
There you go.
Delame! Dean Ambrose, the ridiculous
What was
goldfish
that?
of his face. That's how they do it. Hey! You see how they the lips? Dean Ambrose, again, the ridiculous goldfish. Stop interrupting me now. And his sick lover, Seth freaking Rollins, they have this whole thing they've been going back and forth. If you've been watching, you've seen it. They have this whole thing where they want to try and hint at the reuniting the Shield. They did it for like 3 weeks, and now come this week, they're, Dean Ambrose storms in with his ridiculousness. Cut the music! We gotta sort some stuff out right now. Anyway,
Seth did that, didn't he?
No, it was Dean this week. Because last week, remember, he reached out for a fist bump. And Seth hit him with the fist bump, so he calls him out. They do their high school hallway. If you ever got into a fight in high school, or you've seen a fight in high school, it usually starts with two idiots just doing this little pushing number. No one throws the first punch. They like to test each other's strength. I think I've got it down to a formula. It's usually a push, punch. So they start with a push. Pretty much they didn't punch. They ended up outside of the ring doing their thing. And then you got the tag team of Sheamus and Cesaro. They come out and ambush the two of them, start beating them up one by one. It kind of looks fake at that point because you're just like, hey, he's not hurt. He's still there. Come on. You see it. You're just playing on the ground. And we see that you're playing on the ground. Do some better acting there. So Dean Ambrose they're beating the shiznah out of Seth freaking Rollins in the ring. Dean Ambrose runs back into the ring with his ridiculous goldfish face. And the reason I call him retarded goldfish, ladies and gentlemen, look at his facial structure and just tell me it doesn't just kind of look like a, from the shirt right here, like a goldfish. But then why does he punch like this, Brandon? Help me out here. Why does he...
You ain't gotta hit me.
Like, why does he punch like that? He looks like a... And at the same time, you notice his mouth, he's like, stop hitting me! So he does this ridiculousness with his fighting style, and I guess it's all part of his lunatic French. It looks dumb as hell. Anyway, they end up coming back, beating the hell out of Sheamus and Cesaro, smacking the shit out of the two of them, and throwing them out the ring. Then they do their 5-minute long, will you fist bump or won't you fist bump? Will you fist bump or won't you fist bump? What's up?
I cannot find his name on here. So,
my man, listen, I know you're watching, I know you're listening, I know you're hearing this episode, I know you contacted us about your family member that was, had some game in the business. His father, sorry. So it was your father. And if you can go ahead and shoot us another Twitter, remind us who you are. My brother's just an asshole. And
you just called me out.
I did not just call you out on air. I thought you, being the man who controls the Twitter, would be prepared, but it's okay.
It's like I gotta memorize every single thing that comes through.
This gentleman is special. He reached out to us personally. So,
yes, he is special.
Sir, I want you to reach out to us again. We'll try and get you on here.
Reach out to me.
Reach out to my fellow brother over here.
Got me looking through things, criticizing my thumbs.
With your damn small ass thumbs. Anyway, so
my thumbs are bigger than yours.
Shut your mouth. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. I can't take it because it sucks. I don't like The Miz right now. Anyway,
you're quoting him.
I know. I just did. I
did the first time.
It kind of stuck with me for a second. Anyway,
my 3rd grade teacher used to do that.
Oh God, I hate it when teachers try to be slick with it because they really want it. Oh man, I hated my 4th grade teacher. She was a real asshole. Sorry, got off track. So
what was her name?
God.
Just kidding.
You might want to bleep that out if I say it. You might want to bleep that out.
I'm just kidding. Don't do it.
So they 5-minute whole extra long. Will they fist bump? Won't they fist bump? Will they fist bump? Won't they fist bump? Then they finally fist bump and then Kurt Angle, who is the man, he's been the man for quite some time. He comes out and just announces that there's a match between
It was funny when he comes out. Everybody so badly wanted to chant "You suck," so they cut his music early so he could just talk and get it out. But they still just kept chanting "You suck" the entire time. So it made him seem like he's a heel again, even though he's not. But that was just funny.
He's still the man. Anyway, so now we got that to look forward to. But it was just this whole entire week. Or 3 weeks, I'm sorry, of this whole Seth and Dean stupidness and Dean and his...
Well, it's over now.
You betrayed me. Hurt feeling. Like, shut up. Shut up!
He did betray him.
I know, but shut up! Get over it. That's just else my ice cream stopped crying like an itch. Anyway.
Well, hey, man.
What's up?
I'm sure if I betrayed you...
I'm not going to cry about it. I'm going to get
3 years later, I come back into the fold... You're going to be upset. You're going to be like, hey, I can't trust you.
No.
Because they were brothers.
Brandon, no.
They were all one.
Hold on.
One pack. Unity.
As one fellow man to another fellow man, and as I know you better than these people out here know you, if you were to betray me in such a fashion, you did not then and there kill me on the spot. You know, the second you would have gone to sleep that night, I would have came in, took some, I'm gonna say Kool-Aid. I get racist. I'm gonna say Kool-Aid, put it on your eyes.
Come on, brother.
And then I'm gonna beat the living piss out of you until I felt like I got even.
Well, see, here's your problem.
What's up?
You're gonna go to jail now because you said that on television. You dry snitched.
Listen. I'm saying it. If Brandon ends up beating the shit with Kool-Aid, I did it. Me.
Dry snitch.
Najee Wooten.
Dry snitching.
Najee Wooten did it.
You can't go back to the streets.
I don't care. They know me. They know me.
That you're a dry snitch.
They don't know me in London. That's why I be. Anyway, let's continue on with the night. That first whole segment was just annoying as hell. And I think, and I want to say next would have been the match between.
See, well, hold on. I found it annoying that they were like, nah, I'm not doing it. And it was like,
that
nah, I'm
5 minute long thing.
No, I'm not doing it.
It was a soap opera.
But when they did it was like, ooh, yeah, when the mega powers collide. Ooh, dig it. I loved it.
I need that to stop. I don't need that to never happen again.
Ooh, yeah, the cream of the crop always rises to the top.
Oh my god.
Ooh, yeah, snap into a Slim Jim.
Is that your sexual voice?
Dig it.
Is that what you do to your woman? Is that it?
I don't turn on Macho Man. I don't turn on Macho Man in the bedroom.
I go to Lil Lord.
I go Hulk.
I go Ric Flair.
I go Hulk Hogan.
I say, bitch. Woo!
You know Rick's not doing well, right?
I know. I heard
prayers go out to Ric Flair.
Yeah, all prayers go out to Ric Flair. I mean, I've been watching him since WCW days, and I think, yeah, just WCW days. He didn't come on WWE. He did. He did a crossover, I think, a long time ago, WWF for like a second.
It was like WrestleMania 6, I want to say.
Yeah, something like that. So, shout out to Rick.
Early
Hope
90s.
he's doing better. And let's continue on with the night.
So, next up, we had the #1 contenders match between Sasha Banks, the hometown girl from Boston.
That actually,
and
the
Nia
sexy
Jax.
Nia Jax. So, that actually was a decent thing to watch. It was actually very, very, very dirty, like gritty. Like, so there was the point where you had Nia Jax she was on the top rope and she was like facing towards the audience and she had both legs on the ropes, and then Sasha Banks just
trying to roll
kicked
over,
her.
get the sunset.
Yeah, she fucked that up real quick, and then Sasha Banks kicked her in the back of the damn leg, which that was just beautiful. I've done that to a couple people who win the fight, and I don't care. I'm not ashamed. I cheat. That was funny as hell. So, little parts like that, but then, she did end up losing that match in the end. But I did want to see Nia Jax go and just, sit on Alexa Bliss. Like, just sit right on
You mean
her.
Sasha Banks?
No, Alexa Bliss, because it's #1 contender for
SummerSlam.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
Just making
I wanted to
sure.
see her
Just
go
making sure.
ahead and sit on Alexa Bliss. Like, just sit and crush her freaking head. But not in a sexy way.
I was not expecting Sasha to win because, as we all know, the hometown hero generally never wins. Just like Sasha lost the title
Just like
in
Bailey.
Boston.
Just like Bailey lost in her hometown.
I don't know why you point out Bailey because the list goes on and on and on and on and on.
I just want to point out Bailey.
You got a real problem against Bailey.
I got a real problem against Bailey.
She seems like a very nice young woman.
She seems like a great character. I just hate that side ponytail. I think it's disgusting, and I need her to stop with it.
Yeah, it's kind of valid.
If she wears her hair down straight, like when we start the Mae Young Classic, she looks like a sexy squirrel. Sexy squirrel.
All right, so yeah, Sasha went over here, and next up we have Elias comes out. Did you get this on Hulu?
Did not get to watch that. I actually read about that with R-Truth, right?
Yeah. So Elias comes out and he tries to sing his little song.
Why the hell is crispy ass R-Truth coming out?
Why does he gotta be crispy?
Let's be real.
Are you crispy then?
Let's be real. I am like.
Are you crispy?
I am.
Because I'm pretty sure R-Truth is like 4 shades lighter than you.
Let's stop right there. Let's stop with the lies. It's all the lighting. I am a chocolate M&M. If you get the M&M with the hard candy, like put it to my skin, that's me. R-Truth, however, if he was to lay in the street at night. I'm not going to say he would blend in. I wouldn't never put a black man down like that. But I want to say he would look like Pavement, and I would dare not see him until I got close enough.
You know what? I'm going to say, I'm going to agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Your chocolate M&M.
Mm-hmm.
If you dip it in like...
You lost yourself. That joke is no longer relevant.
I was going to say tar, but given what happened to Charlottesville, I'm not going to say tar.
They don't want to hear it. Anyway. So seeing as I did not see that, I think we should just give that the respect it needs.
No, it was great because R-Truth came out and he did his little rap, and then Elias beat him down.
Yeah, well, so
for doing his little rap.
I enjoy Elias Sampson. I think Elias Sampson is.
Oh, it's just Elias now, actually. We gotta
Come on, don't drop the Sampson.
You know, it's funny. Corey Graves still calls him Samson. I was like, you go, Corey.
Hey, Corey Graves' hair. Anyway.
Did you have this?
I did. I got to see
Big Show get his hand broke.
Big Cass come out with his grotesque body, and I got to see him talk his nonsense.
Don't body shame Big Cass.
I am body shaming the show.
You can't body shame him.
I don't care.
How dare you?
Unless he knock on my door, then I care. But he came out and talked a little bit too long, and then finally...
Oh, yo, he couldn't get a word out.
Oh, yeah, they kept shutting him up. But then finally,
he didn't handle that well.
Enzo Amore comes out, and he's still. I'm starting to. He's growing on me some more. He is growing on me some more. I don't know why. It's just Enzo's whole shtick just keeps growing on me. I just need him to come with better quips. Like he needs somebody to write some better stuff for him because I feel like his character could just pound in some jokes. But Enzo comes out, his usual spiel. And he calls out the big man. Now, I would have gained a little bit more respect if they would have wrote it in that Enzo, runs through the crowd, comes out with some brass knuckles, like some old school New York mafioso type stuff, and just start wailing the hell on his big ass. But if I was right, I'd have wrote that in there. They ain't trying to get nitty-gritty no more. Anyway, Big Show walks his giant ass out, and then, to me, like, these heels are getting too freaking annoying in the fact that they run their asses off, and I get it. A lot of people have done it in the past, but let's get a heel that is just standing his ground. I mean, stand your ground, like.
Well, I mean, he kind of did.
But no, he ran around a cage for a few freaking seconds. Then that happened. And
I mean, that was all just so he could get the club to show up.
And then Anderson
Gallows,
dumbass Gallows. Come out, and then the Big Show holds his own for a little, quite of a second, and then he ends up getting
the big boot to the face.
Yeah, and then hey, what happened after that is he gets his arm broken, or supposedly broken, his hand. Sorry, he gets his hand broken.
His hand in the shark cage.
Well, his damn hand is about an arm. He gets his whole damn hand broken in the cage, and they take that a little bit too long and just start stomping a mud hole in his damn hand's ass. And then, that was the end of that. It wasn't really a match. It was just some skit segment that they had to do. But the next one,
I liked that. That was cool. I'm hoping that we get an actual club with Gallows, Anderson, and Big Cass.
Well, we know what's gonna happen there, and then they're probably these triple group things. They're coming out of the woodwork now because you got the New Day, the Miztourage, and then it looks like they're gonna have something with Jason Jordan and.
Nah, I don't think that's gonna be.
I hope not because that would ruin the Hardy Boys stick, and I don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a mainstay.
I hope that does.
That was just for last night.
Okay, and we'll talk about that nonsense in a second. But this next one we got to mention. Unless you still want to continue on.
No, I'm cool to talk about Titus Brand.
Worldwide! I want to mention this one right here. That was great to watch. I wanted to see Neville get beat. I wanted to see Gondor go back. Not Gondor. I wanted to see the Flames of Elves go back to where it came from in Middle-earth. And it happened. Neville loses. It was actually a really damn good match to watch because Tozawa is just he's very athletic. He is ridiculously athletic.
Yep.
And usually with these type of matches, you're going to see some great action. That's what I like to see. I'm just glad TJ Perkins is nowhere around anymore. Hope he's fired. No, not fired. I just hope he's back.
He's on 205 Live.
Oh, okay. I don't like him. I hate his whole shtick. We've talked about that before. Anyway, don't want to recap. It was actually really great to see Tozawa take that match and just blow it up. It was amazing to watch.
I like the ending of that match was great, where you had Tozawa, or he moved out of the way of the Red Arrow, And then he goes up and hits that diving senton.
Yeah.
Back senton. And you got the win. And then you got Titus O'Neil picking him up, putting him over his shoulders, and then
stretching out that damn suit, Titus.
Apollo Crews running out. That was cool.
That was
a good moment.
That was where Raw kind of picked up in my mind, but then it just, after that, just started to take a little bit of a decline.
See, I think Raw was good. I think it was going up, and then that match was the pinnacle, and then it
little bit of a decline.
It started to come down because next you got your man's.
Oh, and
everyone's man's.
He is. I love watching Finn Balor every time he's in the ring. This match, I was disappointed. I was just not into it at all, and it wasn't because his style was off. Just didn't care. Like, I've seen them fight before. Like
No, this was the first time.
Well, we've seen. Yeah, you're right, because we've seen because they've been in 4-way matches together. But this is the first time they've actually been.
It's the first time they've been in the match.
Match to match, person to person. Now, I just hate Bray Wyatt. I cannot stand him. I don't like his shtick.
How do you feel about Bray Wyatt?
I hate Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I'm asking about Bray. How do you feel about Bray? We all know how you feel about Bray. But how do you feel about Bray Wyatt?
I hate Bray Rabbit. I don't like him.
Yeah, nobody likes Bray Rabbit either. But what about Bray Wyatt?
I despise his country. I'm the devil / my parents might be the parents from Texas Chainsaw Massacre / I have a house in the woods that they found on Zillow for $25 / I fashionable gator shoes. I cannot stand his character because
those are all facts.
It makes no sense. It really makes no sense.
He's a cult leader. What cult leader
I
makes sense?
have never seen a fashionable cult leader. David Koresh was not fashionable. John Jones was not fashionable. If you pull up the Kardashians, I will cry laughing right now.
I meant to put Jim.
Jim Jones? Jim Jones wasn't that damn fashionable. Jim Jones wasn't that fashionable.
What's his name? Ted Bundy was, but he wasn't really a cult leader. Look at that! Look at that suit!
Jim Jones wasn't that.
Look at that suit!
Jim Jones wasn't that fashionable.
Yo!
Jim Jones tried to look fashionable.
Look at that suit!
It was the 70s, man.
Everybody was fashionable in the 70s.
Dang. Jim Jones wasn't that fashionable.
I just hate the rapper comes up because I can't stand him.
I cannot stand Jim Jones.
He always looks like he needs to take a shower.
Oh, man. He looked dirty, doesn't he?
Yeah. He looks like he's a part of the Wyatt family. He's the black member of the Wyatt family.
The Fireflies. Stupid. Anyway, that match, I hated to see Finn Balor lose. Didn't like it one bit. Let's move on because...
Did you like the spooky blood?
Oh, God. We know that was just red dye with some damn paint or something rather. We know it ain't real blood. It didn't look like real blood. If they really took real pig's blood and whatnot, poured on, that would have been awesome.
What if it was?
That would have been awesome. That wasn't, though.
Could have been.
It was not.
What if the pig's blood was, like, thick?
Oh, God.
What if the pig had, like, high cholesterol?
It was horrible.
What if the pig was eating too much bacon?
But what I do want to highlight is after that, when they interviewed Finn, he said he's going to bring out his demons with the worst acting, by the way. Finn, you need to tighten up. That
he's not an actor. He's a wrestler.
I get it, but it's kind of the same thing at this point.
No, it's not.
It's kind of the same thing at this point. I think Finn needs to tighten up those facial expressions a little bit. I get it was supposed to be anger, but come on, dude. We saw you look at the camera and think to yourself, okay, how should I feel? How should I feel? I should feel angry. He will see my demons. Get it? Oh, I wish you'd done better. But he did say he's going to come out in his demon costume, which is going to be pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Because this is actually the first time I'm getting to see him wrestle in his demon costume ever since we started watching the show.
I'm kind of over it.
Shut your face. So, recap for me. That match was terrible. He obviously enjoyed it for some apparent reason.
I didn't say I enjoyed it.
Yeah, he enjoyed it.
No, I didn't. It was boring.
Oh, okay, cool. I got it.
I'm going to be honest. This was the point of Raw where I kind of stopped paying attention.
Yeah, and then the next match, I
mean, I was paying attention. At this point, I was paying attention again. But, like, the Finn Bray match, I just zoned out. But this next match, Mickie James versus Emma, I paid attention to this because it pissed me off. because I really wanted Emma to get the win here because you got the hashtag give Emma a chance. And then you make her lose again. You got her sitting there talking about it. She's backstage running her mouth, talking about, this is a shame. I started the Divas Revolution, or Women's Revolution. Scary.
You're Scary.
Marty Scroll. And it pissed me off that, once again, Emma's eating a loss. When Mickie James ain't been on TV for how long? I mean, she was on TV like last week because they had that like tournament thing. But before that, Mickie James ain't been on TV in a minute. Emma's gotten more TV appearances. Mickey's better off going back to SmackDown. Hopefully Emma goes to SmackDown as well, so that way Emma can get her just due. Because I'm tired of seeing the same 4 women on Raw getting all the shine when you should have Emma and Mickie, because they're both phenomenal wrestlers, be getting some shine. So I hope on the next Superstar Shakeup, damn it, these 2 women end up on SmackDown. That's all I gotta say about that.
I really don't give a damn.
Alright.
Oh, here we go with this next one. Let me take the lead on this one, please.
That's what I said alright.
So, out comes the uninteresting Jason. Nothing will...
No, The Miz came out first.
The Miz, like, that doesn't even matter. My attention, usually, y'all know I like to clown the shit out of The Miz and his Nazi haircut. But usually, I get on The Miz, but right now, I have to get on Jason Jordan. I have to get him. He is so boring. You cannot save his career by making him Kurt Angle's son. It's not...
My black son.
It's not the character. It's the man. He is not the face that they're trying to make him, and is not going to work out the way they expected because he's not charismatic. He's like he walks out, he's all smiles. Hey, I'm here, but he's just not that freaking interesting on the mic. He's not interesting at all. He's like the perfect back person. Like if he was somebody's bodyguard for like a second. Like if he was like Kane's character, barely even talk like this, he'd be more interesting. But what's up?
You know who suffered from that same exact thing?
Who?
Your boy, The Rock.
Where are you suffering from?
You don't remember old chipper Rocky Maivia? Coming out with the stupid hair, it was bouncing everywhere, and had the blue traditional, like, it wasn't even traditional, Samoan garb and everything.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And he was always like, and everyone hated him.
Yeah.
And they were like, yo, you're awful.
And then he became part of the Nation Domination. He got his spot, and then the wheels started turning for him, and he picked up so quick because he started becoming more of the face of the Nation Domination, and they betrayed the hell out of Farouk, which
That was my man.
Damn! And that started his whole course of his career, the sideburns, and he's just a Hall of Famer. He was written to be a Hall of Famer.
So, just saying, don't count him out yet.
I right now am counting him out because I do not see the same potential I saw in The Rock back then. I do not see it yet, and I just don't see it because he's going to try and trade it on Kurt Angle, and then I ultimately see them doing a father-son match, which would be dumb, but
that would be a good match.
That
would be a good
the
match.
rivalry maybe from Kurt, but
no,
not
I think
from
the match itself.
the match, but I'm talking about everything that's probably going to lead up to that match. Like, my son betrayed me here on Raw. It's a family affair. And then he can have his old ass and Vince McMahon's old ass versus Shane O'Mac. Well, Shane's on, SmackDown, but Shane, he's
That's too much. You're doing too much.
I'm doing too much.
Just leave it between Kurt and his black son.
Okay. Well, I can see a feud like that happening. Maybe that'll pick up some ratings for a little bit. But
maybe they shouldn't do that, actually.
I would see
all the whole racial turmoil going on right now. I think we should stay away from that.
Well, he's mulatto. He's not really fully, so he's in half and half.
So, like, that's true.
Yeah, so it's not going to be that much of a big deal. Anyway, so I could see that happening, but honestly, I would see more coming from Kurt than I would see from Jason. Anyway, you know what? I say the word anyway too much, and that's another thing. Bad Naj. Let's continue back into the match here. It was just boring as usual with him. He does his whole, I'm going to do my daddy spiel and take off my tank top, and then I'm going to flip somebody and get mad. So boring.
I enjoyed it.
You would.
I didn't enjoy the match. I just enjoyed Jason Jordan.
I don't enjoy it.
I think he's got high potential if you just get him out of this terrible angle.
They have to do something with him. Teach him.
No pun intended.
Teach him. Shut up. Teach him how to be better. And when I say that, I mean he's got to take some real improv skills, learn how to crack, learn how to do a proper diss on somebody, and maybe his character.
That's not necessary.
That is necessary.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Look
at Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit never had to sit there and have good improv skills so he could joke on someone.
I could barely remember Chris Benoit in one segment. That's how bad. Like I barely remember Chris Benoit.
Because you okay. Here's the difference.
All I remember from Chris Benoit is what he did.
But here's the thing. You're watching for the segments. If you watched for the wrestling, Chris Benoit, you're going to remember him as like, oh shit, that man put on fucking amazing matches.
I did. Wait, hang on. I don't remember him off the mic. I remember him in the ring. Yes, I do remember that. I don't remember him off the mic really because he really never really said that much.
Exactly.
But if Jason Jordan, but this is more of an era where I'm going to back up because it's not more of an era where they're being more on the mic. Because it looks just like, we're just going to be more technical. We're not really going to focus on being great with the disses and the segments and whatnot. But I think the segments need to freaking stop if you're just not going to be good at them anymore. Like the Fashion Files, which I'm so glad that's done with. But we'll get into that in a minute.
So it's coming back in 25 years.
Oh, dear God. So we can, continue. The Hardy Boys ultimately come out and help Jason Jordan pick up his win, but then Kurt Angle comes out and says, hey, you know what? Let's have a triple threat right now. And they end up having a great triple threat. The match got instantly better because the Hardy Boys touched it. The Boys of Gold. They pick up the win. My man Jeff, Swanton Bomb, always in true form. That man's back has got to be just brittle right about now. I don't know how he's still going after all these years of doing that. But it was still a great match at the end there, not the beginning.
I thought the match was boring.
As you always know, we always had different opinions.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it.
I enjoyed that last half. But
this wasn't the worst match of the night. It was better than Bray and Finn, but...
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a great night also. It wasn't a bad night overall.
It wasn't a great night for me.
You kind of like gushed over so much, and now you're just like, Raw was shit.
I didn't gush over shite. What did I gush over?
The Hardys. Oh, the Hardys.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the Golden Boys.
Whoa. Not gushing. I'm just saying.
Finn Balor.
Just great to see him. I'm talking about Finn. I did this one, though. I said.
Seth and Dean telenovelas.
And that was me making a crack. And that was true. Everybody agrees with me on that one. I'm saying everybody like that in this damn room. Let's continue.
And you also liked Sasha and I.
Well, it's because it's not.
Look what you did.
Again with the table bump. We got to do something about this.
Stop bumping into the table. You ain't that
Glue
damn big.
your damn toys down or something. Why every time?
They're not toys.
They're toys.
They're action figures.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Sorry, Biggie.
It was about Nia Jax. So, continue with the night. I think it ends at the spot with Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, the four. Like, can we just skip it? You know they're going to talk all their smack leading up to it. You know Paul Heyman, a.k.a. the Marvel's best chance at Kingpin. You know what was going to happen. They were going to let some fight happen, and I'm glad we didn't have to hear Roman Reigns speak. I'm glad he just charged us Samoa Joe. And that really, set it off to where he got slammed, and that was it. Hey, I'm going to break free of this little guy, then I'm going to break free of this. There's one point, I want you guys to, if you can go back and watch it, I want you to watch this exact point when it's in the corner of Braun Strowman. Brandon, you can go ahead. He's not going to do it. Braun! There's a point where this blonde-haired security guard...
Roman Reigns is trash, and so is his security guard.
He hit this...
That security guard sold the fuck out of that.
The blonde, you saw him, right?
Yeah.
He
barely
hit him. Like, I swear, he just did this. The guy flipped over the freaking ropes. I want everybody to go back and watch that exact point. It is so funny. I was like, y'all are ridiculous. Come on, man. Anyway,
Going into Smackdown Live this week, kicking off was the celebration of the modern day Maharaja, our WWE champion, as it is Indian.
It was on Tuesday, Indian Independence Day.
And he's giving the whole celebration thing. They got live music, everything. It's great. It's a celebration.
You're gonna take my paper.
The people are getting upset. You know what, though?
How do you smile with a scrunched up face? Like, how do you do that? Maharaja!
That crowd is very intolerant. I don't understand that.
No, he's the heel. They're not going to care. If he was the modern day Maharaja and he wasn't a heel, they would probably like him. They'd love him.
It's kind of messed up.
But, like the same thing with the Yusef. They hate his Bulgarian ass. Yusef? Yusef is UNICEF.
UNICEF is that like thing that you put in the pennies for.
Yeah, is it?
And it helps with the children.
It is UNICEF. Is it Yusef?
It's Rusev.
Rusev. Yusef, Rusev, Rusev. You know what? UNICEF, Yusef, Rusev. UNICEF, Rusev. Okay, got it.
But you know, it's messed up though, because Shinsuke comes out and he's like, yeah, well, this is the day in Japan where we honor our fallen soldiers, so I want to celebrate that. And they're like, yeah!
That whole entire thing was boring.
It's like we never had war with India. It's like, why are y'all so mad at India? We never had war with them. We fought with Japan. I mean, I'm just saying. Like I love Shinsuke, but y'all are fucked up. That was a mean crowd. Just let him celebrate.
Nobody wants to see him speaking Punjabi and jump around I just no one cared. I didn't care. I hated that whole entire thing. Even though I love Shinsuke, I just wish it would have just ended and let that be. But
yeah, that was a terrible segment.
It was horrible to start off with. There was no action after it. It's just Shinsuke coming out doing his usual great music. That started off the night.
It really just what saved that segment was Shinsuke's entrance, because he actually did his entire entrance coming out there just to talk.
Exactly.
And then he left.
You know, and then continuing into the next after that would have been the match between Becky Lynch and Natalya. I didn't care.
I was surprised Natalya went over, but then I remembered that Natalya is in the match at SummerSlam, so she had to look strong, so then I'm not surprised. But I feel bad that I completely forgot that she's supposed to be in that match. But Becky's my girl. I've made that very well known. Becky's my favorite women's wrestler right now. So I wish Becky was in the title match. But then again, I don't want to see Becky beat Naomi. So
I didn't care.
So Naomi wins via the sharpshooter. Becky taps out.
And that's it.
Wasn't a bad match though.
It was boring. I was bored.
Wasn't a bad match.
Interesting for me.
Next.
Oh, let me remember. Is it Rusev and
Kurt Angle's white son?
Yeah. The other half of American Alpha that got forgotten about.
Chad Gable.
Chad Gable.
I think Chad Gable has much more upside than Jason Jordan.
He does. He brings a little more intensity, and I don't know why. Maybe it's that he has hair. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's his hairband. I don't know. He looks like a rocker. Maybe it's that. But he has so much more potential than the other Jason Jordan. So I don't know where WWE is going with that. He's on his whole renegade. I think he should just go renegade and change up that music, that dumbass American Alpha music.
I like the American Alpha music. I hate Jason Jordan's music. And I'm so glad they didn't play Jason Jordan's music. I don't think they played it at all this week, did they? On Raw?
They did.
Because they played the Hardys' music after the match.
They did. He walked out. They did.
He walked out to his music?
He did. His music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for everybody who was in some stadium and heard that crap. Rusev ultimately just chucks the living hell out of Chad Gable over the table, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, pretty much demolishes him on the table by sitting on his back, and then there's, that hurt. That looked like it hurt. He was in some serious pain.
But then it ended up being a double count out, as Rusev he didn't even care about the match. So then Rusev walks back into the ring, goes to grab the mic, talk, and then
oh, thank God! This
RKO
is the
out of
one
nowhere.
saving grace. RKO just comes out, bow,
out of nowhere.
Perfect. I didn't want to hear him speak. Thank God we didn't have to hear him speak.
I love Rusev. This wasn't a bad match either. It was cool. It served its purpose.
It was short and to the point. I could dig it.
Next up, we had that segment where Shane and AJ are having their little confrontation.
Here comes the money.
Where Shane was like, "Hey man, I understand. You don't gotta apologize, but just if you hit me again,
I'm gonna put hands on you."
Putting hands.
Shane, man, I couldn't take a threat serious. I think he's funny. He's a funny cat. I just could not take a threat from Shane McMahon serious.
I don't know. Apparently, he's like a black belt or something.
I heard something like that. But I just.
He's a big dude too.
He's gotten a lot bigger from when he was back on in the day. But like just seeing him back then and now, I still have that boyish Shane in my mind, so I can't.
He's got gray hair. How?
He still has that. He still has that smooth face. I still see that boy Shane back then, and I'm seeing him, and I'm just like, yo, you look.
He doesn't look the same.
You don't look exactly the same because you're gray now, but like, dude, I remember how you used to be. I still can't take a threat, but Kevin Owens actually does a super kick right to Shane McMahon's face.
Because AJ ducks out the way. But Shane did stop AJ from accidentally punching him. Shane was getting a little hot and bothered over it, too.
Yeah. He didn't want to get hit by a soccer mom.
Again. Because, he got beat by him at WrestleMania. So, there's that.
And then we have the loss of the New Day.
Well,
don't care about this match at all.
The Usos are backstage. There's Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan's like, yeah, I'll join your rap group. Did you see that?
I did not actually see that.
Well, yeah, he willing to join the rap group. They're like, that's not why we're here. Which members of the New Day are we facing? So they're facing Kofi and Xavier. They end up having the match. And
they won. They beat the hell out of the New Day. I mean, they were losing at first, but Kofi Kofi in the end there got suckered and he got beat. So he's out. So it's gonna be Big E and Xavier Woods taking on the Usos at WrestleMania. I mean, again, this whole match. SummerSlam. I'm sorry. You guys can go ahead and watch it. Honestly, don't care about this match. It was really interesting. It was the usual shtick. We knew the Usos were gonna pull a little sleight of hand, which they did, and that's it. It's getting a little too predictable for me, and that's why I'm just getting uninterested in wrestling. Something has to change there for me. But hey.
Yeah, so after that we had the fashion Twin Peaks.
Can we skip that, please?
It wasn't good.
It was not good.
The Fashion Files were so much better. Like, go away from Twin Peaks. Because that show wasn't that great to begin with.
It was uninteresting. I don't like Fandango. I don't like Breezango.
That's the both of them together.
I know. And I just don't.
So do you like Tyler Breeze separately?
I don't like Tyler Breeze separately. I think they did that funny thing back in like a while ago when we saw him, dress up as a janitor and dress up as a woman. I think that was funny. That was cool. But now, you're not funny, dude. Stop with this whole Fashion Files nonsense.
I mean, it was working well. They're going to come back in 2 weeks with the Fashion Files, I guess. So, hope that will be much better. Because they wouldn't be put this many out if people didn't like it. And people are loving it. It's just you.
Oh,
you're just a salty old man.
If you don't like it, please comment below. If you just want to hear Naj shut about the Fashion Files, just type in Naj shut up.
And finally, we have the main event. John Cena versus Jinder Mahal, the WWE champion. Modern day Maharaja.
It ultimately was...
This was the match of the night. This was a good match. I was actually surprised that... Because I had a hard time watching SmackDown this week too. And I thought this was the best match of the night. I'm surprised that Jinder was allowed to kick out of an attitude adjustment. Yeah. They didn't screw up and make Jinder look weak like they did when he lost to Randy Orton like 2 weeks ago. That was stupid. Just give him a win out of nowhere. But the Singh brothers got kicked out.
I'm actually glad. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm glad that happened because it was just getting too annoying that they would never get caught with anything. They finally got caught. They got kicked out. Cool. Great. We love it. Now, not Randy Orton. I'm sorry. Oh, it was terrible what they did to Randy Orton. But now, John Cena. Great athlete. But I'm still so bored with him. Just watching him. I mean, yeah, his moves, everyone knows him. The attitude adjustment, but
you cut me off to reiterate how bored you are of John Cena?
Yeah, go ahead now.
It was cool that the Singh brothers got kicked out.
Yes.
And Cena hits the attitude adjustment. Jinder kicks out of that. That was shocking because he ate an RKO and was out. And then Cena goes to hit the super attitude adjustment off the middle rope. I thought he was going to go to the top, but he didn't. Hits that, but then Baron Corbin comes out, throws the Money in the Bank briefcase at, I don't know who he threw it at. I guess it was at Mahal. But throws it at him. Then match ends in disqualification. And then we have probably the worst Money in the Bank cash-in of all time. That was such a waste.
It was hilarious, but yeah.
I laughed.
I was just
But I was like, why would you do that?
Are you guys serious right now? Like, he went through all that to get it, and that's what happens?
Like, you might as well have just had him lose it in a match. Or have just lost the briefcase in a match. Or just, goes to Twin Peaks and then loses it on their set, and then he loses the title. Like, have him just... You literally could have just had him lose it. You could have left it somewhere. Like, on a plane or something, and it never came back because it went to plane storage, and then the plane, dropped it outside in the ocean. Like, that was stupid. You might as well have done all of that. You could have had The Rock come back, or Stone Cold, and just throw it into the ocean. That was a waste. That was such a waste.
It was hilarious at the time, but it was just... Like, are you guys serious? That's
why. Waste it better ways. Blow it up.
It was
literally have someone just come up and what if Jinder got the Singh brothers to go get the briefcase and then he just eats the contract? That would have been great. I would have loved that. They should have done that. Or have Mojo Rawley just come through and just party on it and then the contract's gone. Whatever.
Yes, Mojo House. Something like that actually would have been funnier, but in WWE fashion, they botched it, and that was that. That was the end of the night. My feelings on Raw and SmackDown this week is just a mid grade of a I give Raw more of a. Who was our C rating there? Sorry,
Ken Shamrock.
And SmackDown is definitely gonna get Bret the Hitman Hart. It was not great.
I'm going to give Raw the Daniel Bryan. And I don't know. I'm torn between giving SmackDown a
X-Pac.
Shamrock and an X-Pac.
Oh, God. It deserves at least an X-Pac.
I think I'm going to give it an X-Pac.
I had to give it lower. I just did not care for it.
All right. Well, then since... we got some time left, and SummerSlam is this Sunday. Let's get into a little bit of predictions. Who's going to win what?
There you go.
So, the first match that we have... Now, this isn't in the particular match card order, but first match we have up on Wikipedia, at least. Akira Tozawa versus Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Neville's going to take it back.
You think so?
I think so.
I think Akira is going to retain. There's no need for Neville to get it back so quickly because they just did that with the United States Championship.
Yeah. But in true WWE fashion, they might just do that anyway. So I'm going to give it to Neville.
Okay, I'm going to have Akira Tozawa win it. Let me get this paper right here so we can write these down. Okay.
Then we have the New Day versus the Usos. I'm gonna go with the New Day.
Yeah. I got the New Day winning this one
I got
also.
the New Day staking with the title.
Because there's no need to just to be trading the title back and forth. They already beat them last time. So I'm hoping Sanity, it's a great NXT stable, I'm hoping they debut on SmackDown after SummerSlam. And they feud with the New Day next. They just come up and they're like, we're taking titles. That's what I want.
Cool.
So hopefully that happens. Next up, we got the Miz Taraj. Oh, shit. This is an actual match for SummerSlam?
The Hardy Boys, Jason Jordan, Miz Taraj. Oh, gosh. I will give it to... I'm going to give it to Hardy Boys and Jason Jordan. The reason why is I feel they're still going to try and hype up Jason Jordan's character and give him more. And keep this feud going, but keep it going in a great way for him. So I'm going to give that to Jason Jordan.
I'm going to give it to the Miz Taraj because I see there being a need to continue the feud with Jason Jordan and the Miz because obviously the next step is for him to go after the IC title. And you can't go after that if he just wins, because then the Miz is going to be like, all right, well, there's no point in me facing you again. There's no rubber match because you beat me every time. So, I mean, that logic could be flawed, but...
We'll see. I still see what you're saying, the Intercontinental... Like, I think they're going to still go for the Intercontinental title, even if he wins or loses, because he is going to keep that feud going with the Miz. They hate each other. And he wants to shut up the Miz at this point. And he's going to probably say, well, the Miz, I've beaten you 3 times now. You know what? Next, I'm going to take your title. So I called my daddy, and he said, son, I said, daddy, you will be the next Intercontinental title champion.
So next up, we have Naomi versus Natalya.
I want to give it to Naomi. I don't think she's going to get it taken away by Natalya.
I don't know. Come
on, you gotta pick one.
I'm real torn. I really like Naomi.
Everybody does.
But I think Natalya does deserve to have the title.
I don't want her to have the title. We got too many heels her holding titles at this point, and it's just annoying.
Not on SmackDown.
Well,
there's only one heel.
There's only Jinder.
That's it.
And Kevin Owens no longer has to.
Just Jinder.
So what are the titles on SmackDown?
The tag team, it's a New Day, and then
You're right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So,
I'm gonna pick Natalya.
All right.
Yeah, I was writing in Naomi, but I'm gonna pick Natalya on this one. And then next we got Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks.
I think Sasha Banks is going to take it. I feel it's time for Alexa Bliss era to be done with.
Yep, I agree. They did have a good short run with it,
but it's kind of
it's time for it to go. So the next we're going to have AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens with Shane McMahon as a special guest referee.
I see Mr. Styles taking it, keeping it, because we this switching back and forth crap gotta stop already.
Yeah.
It's gotta stay someplace for a second.
I think it'll be AJ.
And then you got Randy Orton versus Rusev.
You think this will be on the pre-show?
Yeah, because no one really cares about Bulgaria. So I'm giving it to Randy Orton. After what they did to him with this whole Punjabi prison match, I think he deserves to start some wins back.
I'm going to give it to...
Bulgaria?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Rusev. Just because Rusev needs the win. It's a logical choice. Randy's not doing anything, literally.
I think Randy's just on his way out. He's just dying slowly.
But yeah, on your way out, usually you're...
You build up the other guy.
Yeah, so I think he's going to pass it on.
Then you got the Big Show in his broken palm
versus Big Cass.
This match could go very interesting because he no longer has the knockout punch. So I'm gonna give it to the Big Show. I hope Enzo Amore pulls something out of his ass and being the helpful, the helpless damsel in distress. Couldn't talk for a second. Above the cage. So we'll see. I'm gonna give it to the Big Show.
I'm going with Cass. I think Cass has got to. He's got to win. There's no. He needs it. He's got to win it.
He's won like the last couple things. I mean, it's just that.
I mean, he's just been beating Enzo. That's it.
Yeah.
He needs to be validated. I mean, like.
Well, and yeah, the Big Show is the old.
If you go beat up like a 10-year-old girl, you're not getting validated.
We'll see.
Separate wrestling match of a 10-year-old. I mean, that's it. It's like, oh.
I just hope Enzo Amore comes out with something else. But hey, we'll see. And then you got.
Finn versus Bray.
Finn all day, every day.
I'm going to Finn again. And we don't have to talk about that. Cena and Corbin.
They won't let John Cena lose. It's his show.
Yeah, Cena's not losing to Corbin. And after that, you got the tag team titles on Raw. Sheamus and Cesaro versus Seth and Dean.
I'm going to give it to Seth and Dean.
Yeah, there's no way in hell they're losing
because it's back to the Shield and they want to build that back up, which would be smart because they know the fans really want to see it. So hey, what's up?
What if Roman wins the title?
What'll be interesting, actually,
you think,
is if they come out to help Roman win the title.
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
But it would be interesting.
It would be.
It would be interesting. It would be actually because he could use the help right about now of getting his damn.
And they all just turn heel. That would be a heel turn for all three of them, though.
Well, we'll see.
But what I'm saying is, what if Roman wins the title?
Do you think Brock Lesnar is done though? Like
no.
Okay.
I don't think I'm. My money's on Brock to retain, but what if Roman wins the title, and then the Shield just has the titles, and they team up with Roman again? Will that get Roman over with the fans? Do you think the fans will start to like him?
No.
Because the fans loved him before when he was with the Shield.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the cool guy. He had the long hair. He had the tattoos. He was the cool one. Everyone loved him.
Oh, he needs something. We'll see how this goes.
He's gotten a lot better.
I actually will say I'm going to give it to Brock Lesnar. I would like to see Samoa Joe take it because I've come to love Samoa Joe, actually. I've actually really come to like him. I just don't like him when he was playing like Kevin Owens, backup guy for some reason for like that couple weeks I was watching it back when. But he is a great standalone tough guy character. If he's trying to be a heel, he's a heel that'll stand tough, stand strong, and take a blow to blow. Like he is my kind of heel. He's cool, and he can be scary. He just needs to stop with that sexual abuse. Like, I'm going to wrap my hands.
He only did that once.
It was just so
weird, did it once.
and it did not work out.
It did work out. It was a fucking amazing promo. You know what? Hold on.
Yeah.
You're saying it didn't work out. You're still talking about it to this point. That's all that fucking matters.
I can still... Listen, you could go in the bathroom, take a shit, and miss the whole entire bowl. I'll still talk about that shitty shit until the day I die. It didn't work. You fucked up.
But here's the thing. It wasn't bad. You said it was creepy. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so it fucking worked. It got people talking about it.
It did not fucking work, in my opinion.
When you're sitting there making stuff for television, you want stuff that people are going to talk about. I just didn't
like that for his character, okay? Thank you. You know what? Whatever. Let's squash all that. We both agree we would like to see Samoa Joe take it because we become Samoa Joe fans.
I've always been a Samoa Joe fan. I don't know what you're talking about. We've become Samoa Joe fans. I've been a Samoa Joe.
Shut up! I'm a Samoa Joe fan. Anyway, I would like to see Samoa Joe walk away with it because I don't really give a fuck about the other three. That's all. I don't give a fuck about the other three. And yeah, that was our predictions.
That's not it.
What's the last one?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, yes.
Versus the modern day Maharaja.
Shinsuke.
Yep, Shin's winning.
Shinsuke all day.
There was no need to talk about
all
that.
day. There was like
We could have just forgotten
stop
about
it. Stop it. Yeah, Shinsuke all day.
All right, so once again, I am your boy BG, and you can check us out here on the YouTube. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and the like button. Leave a comment if you enjoyed what we do, and if you don't, you can still comment anyways. You can also check us out on Twitter at WWMB Podcast. Check us out on Facebook, Facebook.com/Wrestling with My Brother. We're also on the Patreon if you'd love to help us out, and we're also on SoundCloud and the iTunes. So make sure you subscribe to us wherever you can. And you can go ahead and say whatever.
Oh, I thought we were just going to cut out. I was just going to smile for the camera. Look pretty. Okay, and as always, my name is Naj, a.k.a. Mr. French Tickler, a.k.a.
Oh, no, it's Mr. French Tickler.
I thought I was going to switch it up. And that didn't work? Okay.
No,
let me start that spot up again. This is me, yeah? Name is Naj, a.k.a. the French Tickler, a.k.a. Mr. Dribble Hoop, a.k.a. Mr. a.k.a. Love you guys. Catch you later.
Can you explain what Dribble Hoop is?
It doesn't matter what it like. It was so cool and it flowed. I was like,
no, it didn't.
Williams. I was in the zone, and then you fucked it up yet again with your jealousy and hate for the brother man.